Chapter 1 Population Reduction Plan of. But those who wait for Yahweh will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run, and not be weary. They will walk, and not faint. Isa 40. People waiting for God renewed their strength. The Shemers waiting for God got new technologies and built space shuttles. Now they can mount up with wings like eagles. As for your terror, the pride of your heart has deceived you, you who dwell in the clefts of the rock, who hold the height of the hill, though you should make your nest as high as the eagle. Jerry 49. They built space colonies. Besides them, they built space bases on rocks on the moon. They made their nest as high as the eagle. In addition, the word rock means the leader of the Shemers, who will bring me down to the ground. Though you mount on high as the eagle, and though your nest is set among the stars, Ober 1. The nests or the space colonies were set among the stars. Woe to him who gets an evil gain for his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the hand of evil. You have devised shame to your house, by cutting off many peoples, and have sinned against your soul. Hobbit you. They set their nests so that they may be delivered from the hand of evil. They set the space colonies and the space bases as nuclear shelters. Because the earth was covered with fire in order to cut off many peoples. Old space shuttles were compared to Noah's Ark. But in the Bible there are the two other arks. One is a ship made of reeds. Moses was put in it and the river carried the ship. The other is the Ark of Covenant. The three means same thing. That's a spaceship. Originally the word ark means ship or box. Moses gave disasters to the Egyptians and took his people out of Egypt. And they wandered in the desert with the Ark of Covenant. This story is symbol of the population reduction plan. You see the word eagle used many times. In the 3rd month after the children of Israel had gone forth out of the land of Egypt, on that same day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians and how I bore you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Ex 19. The word eagle is also used in this quotation. This word, eagle, means the nation which carried out the plan. That means the nation where the head office of the organization is located. The national seal is eagle. The organization is called Freemasonry Illuminati. So Nostradamus said to you. The speech delivered before the attack, Milan taken by the eagle through deceptive ambushes, ancient wall driven in by cannons, through fire and blood few given quarter. 3:37. The speech congratulating on space development were delivered before the attack from outer space, Milan taken by the eagle through deceptive ambushes, ancient wall or defense network was driven in by cannons, through fire and blood few given quarter. Satanic Council, Space Colony Population Reduction Plan. Woe to those who deeply hide their counsel from Yahweh, and whose works are in the dark, and who say, who sees us? And who knows us? Isa 29. In the Bible the plan is called counsel, evil plan, schemes and so on. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and with Sheol are we in agreement. When the overflowing scourge passes through, it won't come to us, for we have made lies our refuge, and we have hidden ourselves under falsehood. Isa 28. When the overflowing scourge passes through needless people, it won't come to us, for the Shemers have made lies their refuge or space station. They have hidden themselves under falsehood of space development. For in the day of trouble he will keep me secretly in his pavilion. In the covert of his tabernacle he will hide me. He will lift me up on the rock. Now my head will be lifted up above my enemies around me. I will offer sacrifices of joy in his tent. Psalm 27. These words, pavilion, tabernacle, and tent, mean space colonies. They offered people as sacrifices of joy in his tent. For they have made ready their heart like an oven, while they lie in wait. Their baker sleeps all the night. In the morning it burns as a flaming fire. Hosh 7. They made the earth an oven. Don't he let their evil plans succeed, or they will become proud. Selah. As for the head of those who surround me, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall on them. Let them be thrown into the fire, into merry pits, from where they never rise. Psalm 140. The evil plans were to let burning coals fall and throw people into the fire. They attacked needless people with killer satellites. But the plan didn't succeed. As a result they were thrown into merry pits or outer space, from where they never rose. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How often is it that the lamp of the wicked is put out, that their calamity comes on them? Pipe. Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judges those who are high? Job 17. The counsel of the wicked is far from God. The counsel of the wicked failed. God judged those who were high. He judged those who were in outer space. They judged people, but they were really judged by God. The Bible contains so many expressions like these. Nostradamus said to you, the device of flying fire will come to trouble the great besieged chief. Within there will be such sedition that the profligate ones will be in despair. Nostradamus 6:34. Armageddon. Have you ever heard the word Armageddon? We call the final war Armageddon. Why do we call it so? Attacked from outer space, the people left behind thought other nations had begun to attack their nation. So they also began to attack other nations one another, not knowing what was going on. Armageddon is a name of a place. The place is near the border between Israel and Russia. Russian armies invaded Israel from here. So we call this war Armageddon. Therefore, Son of Man, prophesy and tell Gog, thus says the Lord Yahweh, in that day when my people Israel dwells securely, shall you not know it? You shall come from your place out of the uttermost parts of the north, you and many peoples with you, all of them riding on horses, a great company and a mighty army, and you shall come up against my people Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall happen in the latter days that I will bring you against my land, that the nations may know me, when I shall be sanctified in you, Gog, before their eyes. As 38. Gog is an old name of Russia. God said Russia shall come from your place out of the uttermost parts of the north. Stop it! All of them riding on horses? It's strange. Soldiers can't ride on horses these days. To tell the truth, this word horse is used to associate this prophecy with another one. I saw that the Lamb opened one of the 7 seals, and I heard one of the 4 living creatures saying, as with a voice of thunder, Come and see. And behold, a white horse, and he who sat on it had a bow. A crown was given to him, and he came forth conquering, and to conquer. When he opened the second seal, I heard a second living creature saying, "Come." Another came forth, a red horse. To him who sat on it was given power to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. There was given to him a great sword. Rev 6. What is a white horse? White means a nation. The leader lives in a white building. It's the White House. What is a red horse? Red means a nation too. The nation was red before. Formal ceremonies were held at the place. It's Red Square. The white U.S. had a bow or flying weapons. He was given a crown. The word crown means king. He is a king. He had already conquered this world, but he came forth conquering, and to conquer. In other words, he tried to monopolize this world. He attacked the earth with the bow. Red Russia was surprised at the attack. He was given power to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. There was given to him a great sword or weapon. In short, Red Russia, surprised at attack by the white U.S., began to kill people. But not only Russia but also the other nations began to kill each other. Armageddon, or the final war, began. At that time all the nuclear weapons were used. The weapons used by the Shemers were clean. Probably its electric magnetic wave. But the weapons used on the ground were not. The people left behind died out, though they damaged the earth more terribly than they had expected. At that time they believed they could go back to the earth in 5 years or so. But what they hadn't expected happened. What's that? Is it nuclear winter? Nuclear winter is caused by dust, by fires of nuclear war. The dust shut off sunshine. But it was expected. It lasts only 5 years or so. It was bullshit that happened. Fear, the pit, and the snare are on you who inhabit the earth. It will happen that he who flees from the noise of the fear will fall into the pit, and he who comes up out of the midst of the pit will be taken in the snare, for the windows on high are opened, and the foundations of the earth tremble. The earth is utterly broken. The earth is torn apart. The earth is shaken violently. The earth will stagger like a drunken man, and will sway back and forth like a hammock. Its disobedience will be heavy on it, and it will fall and not rise again. It shall happen in that day that Yahweh will punish the army of the high ones on high, and the kings of the earth on the earth. They shall be gathered together, as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. Isa 24. Fear, the pit, and the snare are on you who inhabit the earth. It is natural because the Shemers attacked us from the outer space. Nobody was able to escape from this fear, this pit, and this snare. The windows on high were opened, and the Shemers went out of them. From there they attacked us. At last the foundations of the earth trembled. The earth fell and did not rise again. The earth axis fell and did not rise again. They destroyed the earth. God punished the army of the high ones on high, the kings of the earth on the earth. The leaders on the earth were burnt to death together with their peoples. The army of the high ones on high was gathered together, as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. The space station in dark pit became their prison. Pole shift happened. The earth axis fell and did not rise again. The isopolar zones melted and the water covered the earth. The pole shift and the nuclear winter made the earth a white ice ball. They had killed our mother planet. So Jesus Christ said like this: You, Capernaum, who are exalted to heaven, you will go down to Hades. For if the mighty works had been done in Sodom which were done in you, it would have remained until this day. But I tell you that it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom, on the day of judgment, than for you. Med 11. You space colonies who are exalted to heaven, you will go down to Hades. But immediately after the oppression of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken, and then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the sky. Med 24. At that time it seemed as if the stars fell from the sky, and as if the powers of the heavens were shaken, because the earth was shaken. Nostradamus said as well. Of the leader of the naval war, read one unbridled, severe, horrible whim, captive escaped from the elder one in the bale, when there will be born a son to the great Agrippa. Nostradamus 6:91. A throng approaches coming from Slaconia, the old destroyer the city will ruin, he will see his Romania quite desolated, then he will not know how to put out the great flame. Nostradamus 4:82. At the fourth pillar which they dedicate to Saturn, split by earthquake and by flood under Saturn's building an urn is found. Gold carried off by Clepio and then restored. Nostradamus 8:29. At sunrise one will see a great fire, noise and light extending towards Aquilan, within the circle death, and one will hear cries, through steel, fire, famine, death awaiting them. Nostradamus 2:91. There will be unleashed live fire, hidden death, horrible and frightful within the globes, by night the city reduced to dust by the fleet, the city afire, the enemy imminable. Nostradamus 5:8. The earth and air will freeze a very great sea, when they will come to venerate Thursday, that which will be never was it so fair, from the four parts they will come to honor it. Nostradamus 10:71. Severe frost, ice more than concord, widows, matrons, fire, lament, games, frolic, joy, mores to incite discord, through marriage good expectations. Nostradamus presages.